Welcome to the Psychic Hot Seat. My name is Maureen Keefe of Intuition Matters Unveiled. I am you. I missed my little cue. I'll do this. Hi. I'm hoping we're broadcasting exactly where we're supposed to be. Carl and I have been playing behind the scenes, trying to get dialed in. So he's going to let me know on Skype if there are any issues. We've been messing around with new cameras and lighting and settings, and it doesn't really matter. It wasn't working. So I'm here for you. So I want to talk about traps. I really like that concept, the conversation of traps. So recently working with some really wonderful people, trying to reprogram their brains when they're being triggered. That we've got these sabotaging behaviors that we engage in. And so the new buzzword is stop. It's a trap. And then rewrite where you're going with that. Because we really need to take charge of our thoughts. It's the whole conscious choice, conscious thought, conscious action that's going to really change the game in our own lives. And one more, oh, live in the right place. Thank you. You're thinking it's bad. All right, it's good. Let me see if I can see comments, because right now I'm not seeing those. Okay. Carl's showing up from YouTube. I'm not seeing Facebook comments. Carl, can you pop one in from Facebook? That would be really great. Another trap is, I want to talk about psychic readings. I want to talk about how you can set yourself up and cause a trap while getting a psychic reading. I am trying to get into my comments to see if anybody has questions. And all right, 2 new messages. Let's hope they're just not spam. So one of the first traps you can do in a psychic reading is to test the reader. Oh, good. Got company. Yay. Is to test the reader. For example, what color underwear am I wearing? You know, when a reader knows they're being tested, I mean, some might not care. I care. I'm showing up for you with an open heart. I am showing up for you with all my gifts, trying to tap into all my gifts in any ways that they present. And when the person getting a reading is trying to test me or catch me or make me prove to them I'm a reader, it totally changes the energy of the experience. So don't set yourself up with that. We have people joining us. Hi, Bridget. Hi, Hearts Love Joe. Hi, Carl. I'm so happy you guys are here. Thanks for being here. And we're talking about traps. Traps in psychic readings. And Fred's in the house. All right. We got equal male and female presenting today. Woo! Awesome. So also with traps in a reading. So there are times where I will get an answer wrong. For example, I'll say, I'll ask, what's the deal? I'll say there isn't another person involved. And it turns out that they're married. Well, the other person isn't involved because that was how detached and disconnected the person they're involved with is with the person they're married to. And there's the third trap of, if you're called out being wrong, like me was being called out wrong in a reading, and then I shared a different vantage point of that same read, real tragedy would be to chalk that off as invalid. Another is, for example, I had somebody recently that I said that they were a good match, or that they were attracted to you, but what was the deal? something about had no interest in commitment, had no interest in a long-term relationship. And it turns out that the person had been triggered. Well, it turns out that they're engaged, for one, and the person had been triggered and they were completely shut down, like so flatlined that there wasn't a pulse with that relationship. And so I was able to pick up on, that in theory they're a good match, but he's not in on it and whatever. Another one is to chalk this off as me making excuses, because psychic readings are super subtle. There's like subtle information. Sometimes there's really clear, really obvious, like you get a download of knowingness and you want to, you've got the whole story right there. For me, that's not how I work. And how I do work is I use the muscle testing and I ask questions and I go down these trails and then I evolve the story. And as I'm doing the muscle testing, I have to be super neutral and not attached to outcome, which is another trap. It's not mine, but the people getting read. And so not attached to outcome, I have to be super neutral, which has a trap for readers. I'll tell you that in a sec. But you have to be super neutral and not attached to an outcome. And so then I'll be like asking questions and then information presents and it gives me more questions to ask. And as I ask those questions, it totally evolves the story. It's really exciting and fun. And I mean, that's a cold read when I'm really trying to do something quick and fast. The trap for the reader, forgot what the initial line was. Oh well, maybe I'm not supposed to go down that trail right now. Evolving stories, having to be subtle information, and trap for the one doing the reading. Oh well, sorry. I'll come up with it later if it's meant to be. All of a sudden we have all this action going on outside of the studio, my living room. And so sorry, it's distracted me. Okay, so another thing on my list of traps is that, and I'm being distracted again. So whatever comes up in a reading, I always count as information that is trying to come forward. So easily distracted, minimize distractions would be guidance for me in my own personal life. And that is very true. And then I have an aversion to loud noises. My hairdresser today was having an experience she was super sensitive to all these frequencies going on. Like the music that was playing, the type of music that was playing, her chair was squeaking, and she was like super aware of all these noises. And so if that were a reading, we could talk about the guidance around that. Like everything in our lives is bringing us information. We were talking about different reasons for why these things were putting her on edge. And I actually think too that energetically there are things going on right now. For example, the spaciness I'm doing here, that there's something going on there. Anyway, so traps in a reading is, for example, I bring up a lot of psychology because why? We're talking about people. And why? Because I have a big background in psychology. And so if you go to a certain reader and you're feeling like, oh, they're just doing psychology, that's not psychic, you have no idea. You have no idea. First off, spirit uses absolutely anything to bring the right guidance through. And so the more life experience a reader has, the more there is to draw from to bring that information forward. And oftentimes the most important information for somebody is very psychology oriented. For example, the trauma clearings clearing the traumas, the twin flames, walks of fire. But the whole journey really is reveal, deal, and heal. Reveal, deal, and heal. Every button that's pushed is a mirror for you to heal. And so don't chalk off a reader who's bringing through a lot of psychology. Don't just say, oh, they're just, they're not customizing. I literally can feel somebody's codependency. I can literally feel how toxic their codependency is. I can literally feel somebody's control issues. It's like a border collie trying to herd energetically. It's like a border collie herding an animal. And often I'm having to make sense of very bizarre information in people's relationships that can only be understood through the lens of psychology. Okay. Also, there is the gatekeeper. Ooh, we talked about the gatekeeper before and the trap of the gatekeeper. But the gatekeeper will get involved in a reading too. Gatekeepers are our own defense mechanisms. They are survival mechanisms as well, that are trying to keep us from trauma, trying to keep us from accessing past trauma, trying to keep us from experiencing danger. So our gatekeepers want to keep the status quo. Our gatekeepers want to keep everything the same because so far we've survived. But know that a gatekeeper can get involved in a reading and try to make the reader's reading not meaningful. There was a client that I had recently who was talking about meeting with her therapist, and her therapist was acting inappropriately. The therapist was actually projecting an unresolved relationship in her own life onto this client and was behaving inappropriately. And when we discussed that, it was important to validate her with that information. But because she'd been triggered, she was like a cat with claws out and wanted to just shred that person. So feeling the truth of what was happening with the person who was in question, and then feeling the truth of the person who was getting the reading, and then also having to discern what they would receive, what they could hear, and what was going to just trigger them more. So, traps. All right. Anyway, there's traps in life. There's traps in our minds. There's traps in our behavior. Okay. So one more trap that clients, because they're paying by the minute on my other job for readings, and, so they want their answers fast. They don't want to use up their dimes. I can't tell you how many times I have had like a one-liner come through just as that click button went down and the disconnect happened. So we deprive ourselves of vital information by wanting to push the river, rush the river, save the dimes, and also our preconceived notions. So, also, for example, in a mediumship reading, it's classic. John Edwards, John Holland, Colette Baron-Reed, other people who do medium work will bring forth information, and the person's like, no, I don't know anybody like that. No, I don't know anything about that. No. And then later, that client gets a hold of him and goes, oh my gosh, that was so spot on. I can't believe I couldn't connect the dots. And that's super classic. Like, I don't know. It's even happened to me in a reading. I mean, getting read and not being able to connect the dots till later. So it's all, we're all evolving. Okay. Ooh, throat chakra issue. This is something coming up. So either I am missing something or someone in the gallery needs to speak up and speak out. So let's just see. So I did want to mention, because I lead this group, the Breath of Life Pranic Breathing group. One of the people who were my mentors evolving this awareness for me is having a online live retreat, online virtual breatharian initiation. And his name is Ray Mayor. And Carl's going to drop in links if you guys want to check it out. I would go in a heartbeat if I could make it happen. But you do preparation for a dry fast. And then I think the dry fast is only 4 days, and that's no food and no water. But you're also activating your pranic tube, and you're doing very conscious breathing meditations to bring prana in and receive prana as sustenance. So if you want to up your game on your spiritual journey, if you want to clean out your body, because it cleans out the gray water, it cleans out the dead cells, it cleans out parasites, viruses, funguses, so it's like an amazing reset. And it's kind of like, yeah, I thought I was saying that. It's kind of like doing the walk of fire, walking barefoot on a bed of coals. And so know that we are way more amazing than we would ever conceive of based on our upbringings and programming and educations. But people like, I think Tony Robbins was the one doing the coal, walking on coal. For example, natural childbirth, right? Like, you wouldn't catch me doing that. But people do it. Manage pain that way. How extraordinary. Okay, so that's Ray Mayor. I'm not seeing it in eCam. Oh, wait, let's see. Okay, I'm not seeing it in eCam. So we got Jag going on, unless Carl's jagging going on. So I'm going to just pull up Facebook to just see if I can track comments too on this. But then it's probably going to activate my live audio on the live. So hold on just a quick sec. And yes, I am going to pop into doing readings now. One other thing I wanted to give a shout out about, because most of my following is women. I mean, this would work for men too, but you know, I'm always looking for things that help me feel better about going on camera. And okay, so 18 minutes ago, this is live. I'm going to click on that. Hold on just a sec. I think I can do this. Click my mute. And so we're going to play. But what this is a jade roller. It came with something called a gasha. It's a Chinese face treatment. I don't have the flat piece, but you use it in a facial type exercise that you can get rid of your double chin, your jowls, smoothing your texture and whatnot. Okay, I'm trying to see if this is down. Okay, now, oh good, Carl did post it. We're just having such a joy with all of our technology. Okay, good, everything's working, I'm back. So this is the jade roller, and it's really wonderful if you have puffy eyes. For example, now you would use the smaller side, but you could, I mean, there are definitely directions that you use it on, but because it's jade, it gets cold. You can even keep it in your fridge or freezer, and then you can use it to smooth, calm down small lines. It feels really nice, like I'm warm. And this is nice and cool. So this is super calming, soothing. You can use it on your neck. But the one that really you want to use for sculpting is the flat jade piece. So Carl's going to post, I think it's called a gasha. And this is the jade roller that comes with it. One side is the little jade piece, and this was kind of a bonus because I was just trying to get the gasha. So it's super cheap too. So that's my new beauty trick I want to pass on. And know that the links Carl is posting are actually affiliate links. And so it's a really easy way to pay it forward back to me by going into your Amazon account using one of our links, because then I do get a small commission on your purchase. So thank you for supporting our broadcast in that way. If you are so inclined, you can drop a donation in. That's on my blog page at maureenkeefe.com. Free stuff for you there. You can get a hold of the Empath Self-Care guide. It's the Empath Tornado exercise. That's really the jewel in that, but there's information about being an empath too that not everybody's talking about. And that'll put you on my mailing list. And so then when I finally do a newsletter, you'll be one of the first to get one. But it'll be announcements about anything coming up. And Carl and I are busy at work trying to create some events, some retreat opportunities, and some other fun, supportive types of products. So check us out. Go to the website. Carl and I worked really hard on getting that up to speed. Eventually, I'll be launching the Goddess Wisdom podcast. You can find that website, goddesswisdompodcast.com. And at that location, you can get on that mailing list, and then I'll let you know when that's going to launch. I had a coach redirect me recently. I was like minutes away from, doing the recordings for that. And I'm being encouraged to go about my trajectory a little differently. Okay, so I'm popping into Messenger. If you have any questions you want to ask that you don't want people to know who's asking, be discreet. I want you to protect your own privacy. So don't be naming other people's names. Don't be giving identifying information if you want a private read. I'm just going to not say your name. That's my full disclosure of of guarding your privacy. I got too many moving parts to, edit what I'm reading, because a lot of people put in really long things. Okay, so I'm getting a question. Am I really meant to be here? And she's talking about a location. It is so busy. I know it's for healing. Yeah, why am I here? Am I going to move? Okay, so let me tune in on that for you. Hold on. So meant to be in this location gets a yes. Is it a permanent location? Gets a no. Is she meant to be there for days, weeks, months? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Looks like 6 months. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And is it for healing? Yes. Safety and security? Yes, because you're familiar with that location as you are breaking through some other obstacles in your life. And so practice, they're talking about it being busy. So you're super, not oversensitive, you're super, super highly sensitive. And so really work on your energetic hygiene. Use that empath tornado around your space. Use it around you. Set the intention that you're clearing the way before you go out. Be super mindful about what you're doing. Be super proactive about others. Like you can, if you note you're going to be talking to somebody, spin a tornado around them so that you're not picking up their stuff, but you're still doing your empath sacred service, by having that tornado. The tornado of light is made of prana, and you can program it. And so just program it to send all of the other person's energies down into the heart of the earth to be transmuted. And that way you're not sponging up their stuff. You can put a tornado around you so that they're not influenced by yours. Just be conscious, mindful, present in your body. Okay, so will I stay in? And she mentions a place. That gets a yes. Will everything work out in the end? Will everything work out in the end? I'm getting a no, but here's why. Because what you're asking, I believe, well, no, let's ask. Is she asking about, no, okay. Is she asking about, yes. Okay, will everything work out in the end? Yes. Will there be a reunion with your children? Yes. So, and those things will work out. Will you crack the code on what's going on with you? Yes. Will you claim your divine power and radiance in that? Yes. Will I ever move back to, so will I stay in, and then it was a W word, and I'm getting a yes. Will I ever move back to the P word? And that's actually getting a no now. I know that seems like that has changed. So know that when things change, know that you are up-leveling your own life experience. It's not because you're being deprived of something. All right. So drop more questions in if you want to ask more there, sweetie. Okay, back to eCam. Let's see if we're getting comments. Gonna join the party here. Hello, Hearts Love Joe. Loving the blue butterflies. Bridget has sparkly hearts. Bowing in homage to you, sister. Hearts Love Joe saying hi to Carl. Fred's in the house. Hey, good evening. He's got an evening cityscape. That's fun. I'm loving the emojis, you guys. Thank you for that. I love the color. Hearts Love Joe and Bridget are having a love fest. Okay, Jessica Marak, may I have a reading, please? Absolutely. What I want for you to do, Jessica, is ask a question. If you wanted a private question so that people who know you don't ever see this video with you asking questions, go pop over to Facebook. You're in Facebook. Intuition Matters Unveiled. You must be there to be watching the page or to be watching the video from there. And click on leave a message and ask your questions there. Otherwise, pop them in comments and I will address them as soon as you do. Okay, Joe, my mom was worried if my sister will get a settlement from her lawsuit, and did one of my grandparents visit me last night? Okay, so tell your mother, worry is like a prayer to make it so. Our energy goes where our focus, energy flows where focus goes. So mom, clean it up. Focus on the desired outcome. Focus on the outcome you desire. Focus on everything working out exactly as you desire. All right. So then I'm going to go in and psychically ask. I get a yes that your sister will receive a settlement. Okay, so take that to heart. Is it going to be as much as you'd hope for? That gets a no. Will it be a worthy sum? Yes. Did one of my grandparents visit me last night? I'm getting a yes, and I think they're visiting me right now. I'm feeling tickling in my hair. And so is there a message that you have for her? Yes. What do you want her to know? Let's see if I can get that. Mediumship is not my forte, but I can do it. All right. What do you want her to know? I'm feeling like this real energy go, like, woo, got something going on here. Is this good? It's positive. Is this a positive message? Is it a warning? No. Is this about love? Yes. So mostly, and I'm getting confirmation tingles. Confirmation tingles are when you get the pins and needles or the goosebumps either on your legs or your arms or your whole body gets that going on. That's confirmation. Am I getting teethy again? I dirty screen too. Okay, sorry. And then clapping on air is annoying. Okay. So they want you to, confirmation is those kinds of tingles. It means that what you just said, you're getting a yes, yes, yes from the universe. So one of the grandparents visited me last night wanting you to know how loved you are, wanting to affirm and acknowledge your own psychic awareness. And so let's see if I can land who it is. I'm getting it's a grandma. Is it one? Is it more than one? It is a grandma. And so let's see. You know, I'm not sure if this is just an image to get me to see grandma, because she's a white-haired lady. She's older, like, and maybe this guy could even be a great grandma, because she's of the 40s is like this image of her I'm seeing, and she has like a pillbox hat on. It's like a navy blue. Her hair is very white, but it's kind of like chin length and smooth. So maybe look for old pictures or something of her looking like that. All right. For some reason, my glasses were moved next to me when I woke up in the morning. Aw, that was just loving to make it. Is there a message to the glasses? Was it more than just a loving gesture? Yes. Are the glasses, open your eyes. Yes, see clearly. What are you talking about? Are you talking about herself, about her twin flame? No. About her school, her work, something about work that you need to see clearly. Like I'm hearing through clear eyes. So don't let veils shroud what you are perceiving, looking at, seeing, becoming aware of. You want to be clear seeing about it. Is great grandma trying to get you to talk about clairvoyance? No. So something about work. And I was kind of getting a professional feel from what she was wearing, like she was going to the lawyer, or I don't know what, maybe she did work for a living, but she looked very professional. And okay, so I hope that's something that means something to you. And Carl's dropped in the Ray Mayor workshop, and he's got the link for the retreat. So it's fully supported online retreat. So it is online, it is virtual, but I think there's 3 check-ins a day. They send you something to do the whole week before. It's coming up fast. I think it's coming up in September. But if you click on that link, it'll tell you all about it. And okay, and the Jade Roller, he's got the link in for that. Thank you so much, Carl. You're awesome. So Bern Brock, hello from England. Anything for me? Okay, so how we do it here is I ask you to ask me a question. And so take the time to either pop it in the comments, and if you wanted a private question, pop over to, where are you? Let's see, you look to be, you're in Facebook too, good. So pop into Intuition Matters Unveiled, click on message, and then ask your question there if you want it to be private. Otherwise, pop it in comments and I'll get right to it. And then Carl's got the link for the Empath Self-Care Tool, the Goddess Wisdom Podcast. Good job. If you want to also pop in the donation link too, Carl, that'd be awesome. Austin ADM. Evening, everyone. Hello, Austin. If you have a question, please pop it in either in comments or pop over to, let's see, Austin's in YouTube. So to leave a question not in comments, you have to go over to Facebook and pop in a messenger. Okay, Hearts Love Joe. Does my twin flame worry if I'm okay? And I get a yes. Does he care? Yes. Is he thinking about you? Yes. his feelings and thoughts towards me. The first words I'm hearing is very endeared. So he feels very endeared towards you, very tender towards you. Is he still freaked out? No, he's not freaked out. Is he freaked out at the thought of calling you? Yes, he's freaked out at the thought of calling you. Is he freaked out at the thought of engaging with you? No. Texting? No. Is it time for you to reach out to him? No. So keep waiting. He's getting closer. Yay. Okay. Can I have a reading, please, in England? Yes, Byrne, please ask a question. Hi, Shelley Dawson. Hello, hello. Okay, my love life. I am new to you. Okay, so Shelley, help me out by telling me if you're in a relationship, asking about past, current, or past or current person of interest, or if you're wondering if someone's coming in. So give me those parameters and I'd be happy to give you a reading. All right, Healer's Phone Book. Hello there, dear heart. Are you still traveling? She's an awesome healer and trauma clearing specialist, EMDR or EMFT. What is that? Rachel. So welcome, sweetie. You didn't drop a question in. Go ahead and drop a question in. Yeah, I bet you do miss him a lot. I miss him for you. Okay, Carl, awesome job. You can leave a question here if you want to privately leave a message to Intuition Matters Unveiled Messenger in Facebook. Okay, my grandchildren, Shelley. Okay, your love life, your grandchildren. So yeah, ask a little more specifics. Okay, Byrne, will I get to see 2 of my granddaughters again? And what I'm using right now, you guys, is called muscle testing. And I have to get centered, grounded in my body, neutral. Okay, and so first I have to ask Joe's relative to, bless you, love you, and time to move on. Okay, and I'm going to ask this. Have they passed properly? Okay, they have. Okay, so I just need to be clear. All right, and so will I get to see 2 of my granddaughters again? I get a yes on that. Both of them, I get a yes on that. Well, now know that time is hard to predict anymore because we are really recreating timelines with every thought we think and every word we speak, because that's how thin the veils are getting. And that's how more and more our DNA is coming online with our full potential. And so manifesting is happening really fast as we are ascending. And so will she see her granddaughters again in days, weeks, months? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9 months. Look for a connection in 9 months. Michelle Simmons, welcome. It's so fun to have new people here. I'm so happy to have you join. Welcome. May I receive a message? Yes. I'm asking people to ask questions, ask direct questions. And I'm happy to answer. And then if we don't get questions, I am going to run through pulling cards for people in the end. Okay, in the UK, I'm here to clear family issues. Good job. Did not get to talk deeply to her mom. Was it finalized? Did we get closure on some level? Let's ask. Was she able to get healing and closure on some level? That gets a yes. Is there more work to do? There is. Is there more work to do in person directly? That gets a no. So do know that you are observing. Things are surfacing in your memories from being in the old homestead. Be super vigilant about writing down anything crossing your mind, anything that's triggering you, tweaking you, any new insights you're having, because you will probably be processing this for a long time in a really good way. It's super, super powerful gifts of clarity for you to work with. Does my Scottish grandmother have a message for me? Yes. I'm hearing her say, wear your pride. Ooh, so something Scottish, some Scottish attire. Do you have something of hers? Maybe a shawl or something Scottish. Wear your pride. So that's not something I would ever come up with. What else do you want her to know? Like I'm like the word I'm hearing is regal. So wear your pride, like claim, it's essentially claiming your power, but claim your regal stature, claim your regalness, kind of like royalty. So there's the feeling around claiming your stepping into your own royalty. And claim your regal heritage. So that's pretty cool. Awesome. Okay. Interesting. I would love a message. Yes. Ask a question and I'm super happy to give you the answer. Have my grandpa Stevie been around me still? Is so interesting. My weakest suit is my mediumship. Okay. Has grandpa Stevie been around me still? That gets a yes. And is, I'm going to ask, has he passed properly? Ooh. Whew. Okay. So know that this is super common and I'm going to help him right now. And so you are too. And so Grandpa Stevie, for whatever reason, did not go directly, do not pass go. He is still kind of hanging out in the earthly realms. And so we want to assist Grandpa Stevie in getting through the veils because then he can have a much more direct contact. Is he on board? Anyone? No. So there is such a thing. I call it souls on board, where souls pass, but they don't pass through the veils, and then they can actually become embodied in people. It's kind of like possession, but that's not what he's doing. But he has not moved on yet, and we're going to help him. And so when people are on board, they will influence your emotions. They will amplify any addictions. They will amplify any mental health issues. And they will make it really hard to get over any addictions. So that's just an educational aside for anyone else listening. So for you, Michelle, let's lovingly bring Grandpa Stevie through the veils. So usually this happens if someone is heavily medicated when they die, if they have addiction issues, if they pass like boom, like gone, like some unexpected fast passing. That's another reason they might stick around. So, there's a number of reasons. Some are a little darker than others, but that's not his case. So we're just going to have a conversation with him. And so in your heart, Michelle, get his attention. Say, Grandpa Stevie, this is Michelle. We want to help you. You are not in the exact destination you need to be. You're halfway there, and we're going to help you get there. And so now we're going to call in Grandpa Stevie's guides, guardians, gatekeepers, the highest authority of light beings. And so Archangel Michael is amongst them. He's got a lot of archangels. Raphael, Gabriel, those three. And so they're all here. And then we're also going to ask any relatives who've passed to also remind him that there's a great party waiting for him to join the party of celebrating reunion. And know that any pets too. So if Grandpa Stevie had a special pet that's passed, envision that pet coming in for him. And so how I always see this, it's like it's a crystal mountain with a switchback path, and it's all white and misty and glittery, and it's very magical, and it's almost like a conga line of people escorting him to the pearly gates. I was raised Catholic, so that's just my symbolism for moving through the veils. It can be heaven, it can be celestial realms, whatever your version is of the afterlife. And so Grandpa Stevie, just tell him to go with these people who love him. Tell him that's the right direction. And I sense that he is excited and happy and willing and didn't even realize that there was anything out of divine order. So just kind of in your heart, see them doing the conga or the snaking back and forth up to the pearly gates. And as he turns, he's doing like this to you with a bow. He's just like so grateful for this opportunity. And so then, it's kind of like someone would blow a kiss, and then they all go in like these pearly gates, like they're massively tall. And so when they're open, it's like this big party going on the other side of them. And anyways, it's just a super yummy feeling. It's super like you're hearing the angels going, "Whoa," it's a celestial celebration of souls, soul families. Yeah, it's expansive. It's fun. It's really great. Thank you for letting me tap into that. And now know that you've done him an amazing sacred service, and you may dream about him. Know that you can have a more direct connection. Anyone who's passed, if you want to have a connection with someone who's passed, envision them, tap into their essence, like their smile. When you see their smile in your mind's eye, when you hear their laugh or hear them saying something that would have been something you remember of them, know that you've made that connection. Anytime you're having a conversation in your mind with loved ones who've passed, you really are having that conversation. We discount so much and we'll say, oh, it's my imagination. How do you think spirit connects with us? So play in those fields. Awesome. Blessings. Thank you for asking. All right. Okay. Will I get a relationship with two of my granddaughters again? So she'll see them again. Will she have a relationship? Yes. Are they going to be troubled? I get a no. So that's good. Are both of them going to be stable? Yes. Will she develop a relationship, an ongoing relationship that gets a yes? Will they value you as much as you value the opportunity? I get a yes on that. Aw. I'm asking, are they going to come live with you? That gets a no. That's a good thing. Okay, so I'm feeling, is that grief? I'm feeling grief. I'm feeling anxiety, heaviness, sadness. I'm sorry you've had to endure the separation. Is that all that this is? Yes. Okay. And I'm getting a hot flash. So like I'm really getting a download of information or energies. And so I'm going to send those energies to you, Bern, allowing you to, so open to receive, drop all heart walls, drop all fortresses that we put up to protect us, and drop all fending off programs. Like when we're empaths, we fend off others' energies, we fend off dysfunctional behavior, words, screaming, bad thoughts of others that we're picking up on. We have a fending off program that gets super ingrained, but what also happens is it fends off the good stuff. So allow yourself to open your heart, drop the fortresses. Let's ask your light team to help you with that. Let's spin a tornado of light around you so that you are fully engulfed in the divine light as you allow these frequencies to come into you that are coming through for you. And so mostly it is healing energy to heal your heart, to heal the past, to restore your belief and, your hope and your vision of that reunion, of that connection, of being restored, having a restored connection to family. So breathe that in. And so allow yourself to receive the light of the divine, the love of your light team, and the support, and ask for a healing. Ask for divine light to heal you of all heartache, all family programs that are challenging your family lineage. And a quick way to clean a family lineage up is to envision the God spark, the goddess spark that you are, that part of the divine that is animating this body in human form, and see it explode out like lightning, snaking through your entire family lineage, and set the intention, like you're in charge. You get to set the intention of what you're clearing, and so clear any dysfunctional baggage that has caused you guys so much heartache. All right. Carl's dropping in the donation link. Thank you, Carl. Thank you to anybody who does do that. What a gift. Michelle, I have, has Grandpa Stevie been around? Okay, so you got that. Thanks so much, Maureen. I think it was my great grandma Maggie. Ooh, I think she's on my father's side, which is her mother. Wow. Wow, wow. Super cool. Aw, my mom misses her a lot and we love her. Yeah. Love, love, love. So just know that any thoughts that you're thinking of any of your loved ones who have passed, they're hearing you. They're only a thought away, only a thought away. Yes, I'll be pulling cards in the end. Thank you for reminding me, Nikki. I love you, girl. Meant to say his mom. I don't know what that. Oh. Okay. Okay. Got it. You're welcome, Bern. Bless your heart, honey. Well, Barbara Webb. Hi, my friend. Oh, she's telling me I look beautiful. Thank you. I just got my hair done. Although I'm the style is getting all sweated out. Okay, so wow, I got a lot of cards to pull, so I better hurry up here. Hello, I'm new. I was wondering if my husband is upset with me. Let's find out. Thanks for asking a question right out. Is my husband upset with me? Yes. I'm sorry about that. I am feeling a sadness, though. Is that hers? That's his. So did you hurt his feelings? No. Did you disappoint him? There's some kind of disappointment. Did you forget something? No. Did you say something that hurt his feelings? Yes. Was it critical? No. Was it careless? Yes. So there was some kind of careless exchange that left him feeling hurt. Is he angry? No, he's more hurt than angry. Did he kind of need to hear that careless exchange? No. So do you know what I'm talking about? But he took it personally, whatever it was, and it hurt his feelings. So you might be tenderhearted and approach him and see if you can get him to fess up what's going on. All right. Oh, so you guys have 2 lawsuits going on. Will my mom's lawsuit still get a settlement? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. All right. Well, they both. Yes. Okay, cool. Should I like his Instagram post? I get a no. Why don't you kind of withhold a little bit? Like his Instagram post. Withhold a little bit for a number of days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 days. Just no comments, no likes, no texts. What if, does she not think about him? Does she try to refrain from thinking of him? No. Okay, so you can think about him. All right, does my nanny Hilda have any words of encouragement for me? Thank you, everybody, for like forcing me to tap into my mediumship skills. I shy away from it mostly because I feel like it's so important. You know, and you guys really deserve a skilled medium, but let's just see. Maybe I am skilled. Does Hilda have any words of encouragement for me? Hilda looks a little stern. Was she stern in life? I get a yes. Does she love you? Yes. Is she sending you love? Yes. Is this some of this her family lineage? Ooh, it is. Ooh. Is it something that needs to be given back? No. Is it something that needs clearing? No. Is it strength you need to draw upon? Yes. Woo! All right. So draw upon that sternness. Like she looks a little stern. So draw upon that sternness where you claim it in your own center and you like stake your claim about moving forward and how you're going to be doing it. About your own choices, right? Okay, thank you, Hilda. Nanny Hilda, great name. I have been volunteering at a charity shop. Is this a good thing? Will I make it? Aw, volunteer at a charity. Is the charity shop a good thing? That could say yes. So, with that comes up a conversation we had in the past. And so be mindful of your perfectionism, like you said, that was coming out. Try to just hold yourself accountable and not worry about what others are doing. The charity shop, is that a good thing? On a scale of 1 to 10, is it more than a 10? It is. More than a 15, more than a 20, more than a 40, more than a 50. Like, it's a super good thing. So make it a good thing. Do everything in your power to feel good when you're there, feel good about what you're doing, do things that make you feel good about your engagements with others. Will I make any friends anytime soon? That's getting a yes. Is that going to happen in days, weeks, 1 week? 1 week away. So look for somebody coming. Is it someone new? Yes. To become friends with in a week. So here's my guidance. 2 things. To make friends, you have to be a friend. You're not looking for someone to be a friend to you. You're looking for being a friend to someone. How can I be a good friend? And also, how can I be a good friend to myself first? So when you model that in your own relationship with yourself, you will see evidence of that outside of you. So those are my most loving guidance on that. We'll be happy to hear from him. Yeah, I will be happy for you too. This has been ridiculously long. Just really curious about who I was in a past life. Was I a princess? Because all of my drawings look royal and Victorian. Woo! I think we've all been princesses. Woo! I know I have. Actually, I was a queen. It was my first past life experience that I was able to retrieve on my own. It was quite staggering. I was able to identify all the people in my life now and who they were then and how they were still enacting similar themes and dynamics and archetypes. It was fascinating. It was so powerful. I couldn't get a hold of anybody that would have brought it through for me. And in the end, I had to bring it through for myself. So it was really interesting. Okay, so let's just see. Who was I in a past life? I'm hearing absolutely everything. So 2 things. If you're a twin flame in this life on an ascension cycle, you are a massively old soul. So you have been good, you've been bad, you've been brilliant, you've been not brilliant, you've been successful, you've been a peasant, you've been absolutely everything. So what I will have you know, were you a princess? Absolutely. Were you a queen? Absolutely. Were you a prince? Absolutely. Were you a king? Absolutely. Were you a knight? Yes. So like you've been it all, my friend. And so what I would say that because this archetype is coming through for you, or that lifetime is coming through for you, royal and Victorian. So tap into the essence of that, or the essence of royalty, and embody that. Make that an essence you are claiming in today's life experience. Yes. So, all right. Thank you. I've never met my Scottish grandmother. Well, you need to, I forget what she said, but you know what I said. Something about wearing I forget. Okay. Clara, oh, honey, you're welcome. Nikki, oh, she was a warrior. Yeah, she was pretty stern. Woo! Draw on that family lineage. Draw on that family heritage, girl. Tap into that and bring it through today. Because it was probably you. Get a yes. She was you. You were her. Bring it on. Bring it on. Bring it on. Embody that. Okay. This is Bern. Does my Aunt Teresa have a message for me? Aunt Teresa. I get a yes. Okay, so I'm feeling something in my stomach from her. Let's see. Was that an ailment she had? No. Is this about will center? Yes. Is it about protecting will, standing in her will, being willful? There's some message about willful. Is this about her being willful? No, someone's being willful around you, imposing their will upon you. Ooh. All right, so if you're feeling any pressure in your will center, especially with certain people, they're imposing their will upon your will. Your belly is your solar plexus, and that's your will center. And so, Teresa, can you amplify this? Is it about, okay, I'm hearing stand your ground. It's about standing your ground. Is she being a people pleaser? Yes. So knock that off. People pleasing is codependency. Get the book Codependent No More. Carl, if you're still with us, Codependent No More by Melody Beattie, if you would drop that in. When we are in childhood, that is stressful, dangerous, when the people around us aren't stable, or if somebody died, or there was a divorce, there was Christ sickness in the family, we become other focused, and that's out of divine order. Divine order is we are our number one, all others are second, third, fourth. But in that childhood, thank you, Carl, in that childhood program, it's a survival program, we become other focused, which is also people pleasing, which is also giving to get love, which is also giving to feel safe. And it's giving to get validated. And so know that you will never get your needs met by that model of relationship giving. So get professional help if you can for that, because it's a trauma pattern from childhood. It's deeply ingrained. All your baggage will come up in your face when you try to face that down. I also recommend the book Mirror Work by Louise Hay. That's a 3-week journey of connecting with yourself, committing to yourself. And I also recommend Falling in Love with You, like commit to you, get to know you, really delve in. What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? What are your dreams, hopes, fears, fantasies? Really connect with self. But get professional help if you can for codependency recovery. And really learn to take good care of you first. Honor your wants, your needs first. Never give from less than a full cup. And I even need to still learn that. So it's an ongoing journey of balance, but really get help in the beginning, because it's a very toxic form of giving and engaging in relationship. Okay, my twin flame does not believe he is my twin. That's true. Every time we talk, he says he feels dark entities coming into his field. Actually, that's true. It doesn't happen with anyone else. That's true. And so is that a past life when you guys were dark together? I get a yes. Is that because you're an open portal in this lifetime? And that's a yes. And so is that actually him? I'm seeing a black butterfly, which black butterfly has, he's trying to, come to the window. So this is actually coming into your field for, not your field, but his having this perception and attitude for you guys to heal and transformation, baby. And so it's past life, dark entities, yours, work on closing portals together, work on decreeing that you renounce all connection to the dark, anything like that. And twin flames do not have to come together romantically. Twin flames are in each other's lives to bring about highest healing, most profound and staggering growth. Okay, I'm going to pop over and see, and then I'll pull cards for everybody. I know I went over my time now. So Carl, if you need to go, that's totally fine. Okay, so a person saying they feel that a frequency device affected them. Any way you can tell me what his perception is of it affecting you? Does he feel it affects you negatively? Yes. Is it affecting your mood, your health, your attitude? Woo. I'm getting an attitude. But tell me how he feels it affected you. Is that device affecting you? It is. Is it affecting you negatively? It's not. Is this a detox? It is. And is the detox maybe making you irritable? It could be. Well, plus you're sick, for God's sakes. Oh, is that what made you sick? No, but you're detoxing. I don't think you really have the C flu, even though it tested yes. So I would say to myself, this is a massive detox, and I would drink lots of water. I would decree that all energies that are messing with you have no authority over your biology, and I render them inert. Really decree it. Bring in more and more light and more of your soul's pure essence. Okay, yeah, the 5G is being rolled out there. Yes. And that would make people upset. Now 102.7. Oh, honey. Okay, maybe it is sea flu. But tell yourself it's not sea flu, and do the C, the zinc. Oh, you had some other thing from that. Take that now. I don't care how old it is. Quinine. Also, what turned the corner for me? Is it NAC? Something for everything upper respiratory. If you can get a Regamax, you just really want to keep it out of your lungs. So treat upper respiratory. So olive leaf extract or oregano oil. Regamax is my favorite product to recommend. Oh, I don't get it. 102.7 and now 99.1. Wow. Okay. Yes. NAC. Yes. Okay. So, seems to be my head that heats up. Is that good? That is actually good. Is there any danger going on here? No. Will you come out of the sea flu? Fine. Yes. Will it affect your taste and smell? No. Other things? No. Ask any more questions you want. I'm going to start pulling cards real quick. So for the first one who asked if they should move, and there were 3 different places they asked about moving, imagination. I'm not holding the cards up because I have it on mirror. So imagination, imagine yourself to be living in the way you want to be living. Imagine yourself to be living where you want to be living. And really get into curiosity. How would I be feeling if I lived in this place? Or how would I feel? What would I be thinking and feeling if I loved living here? Oh, let's ask, is her thermometer off? That's getting a no. You might have taken your temperature while you were having a hot flash, a download of frequencies, and you measured at 102, and then as it moved through you, now you're at 99. I literally have been so hot from bringing energies through me that, that's funny, don't take that out of context, that I got up and used the bathroom and came back into the bedroom, and my bed was hot. Like I was emanating that much heat by doing a meditation. So yeah, it's that. I think that's what you're doing, is you're bringing through high voltage, my friend. Okay. So while we're here, and then I'm going to move out of here. Yours is openness, the one with the thermometer question. So keep your field open and expanded. Allow energies to move through you, ground them into the earth. Keep affirming your authority over your biology. Also envision pulling out the sea flu demons and having the tornado take them to be dealt with by the highest authority of light. Or my favorite, run the annihilation program, because it is a hologram. All right. And eliminate them and this experience from your matrix, right? Play there. Okay, going into the comments, and I'll pull cards for everybody, even the people who wanted readings and didn't ask. Okay, let me get there. Let me get to ECAM. Come on. Okay, going to the top. I won't be answering more questions, but I will be pulling cards for everybody on the chat. Okay, Joe. Ooh, Angel of Miracles. Trust that it's coming. Trust that that man is having a breakthrough. Trust that all those lawsuits are going to have settlements with money. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, gonna pull one for Bridget. I'll pull one for Scott too. Ooh, Bridget, dreams. Amplify your dreams. Step into your dreams. Live in your dreams. And then Scott gets honesty. What? I'm not holding them up anymore. Sorry. So honesty, does Scott need to be honest with himself? Does he need to be honest with you? It's something he needs to be honest with himself about. Does it have anything to do with that technology you were talking about? No. So ask him to delve deep for that for himself. Okay. Fred, gonna pull a card for Fred. Fred gets healing. So good for you, Fred. Woo! Okay, so is this on all levels? So expect a breakthrough, expect a download, expect to feel really supported, really uplifted, really inspired, and shown the next steps. So I don't know, Fred, have you decided you're doing readings professionally yet? If you want to drop contact information for that in here, you can. I'll promote you. Show up as a troll, though, and the troll slayer will have his way with you. Not you, Fred, but trolls. All right. Bridget, Joe, Jessica. Okay, Jessica Marak. Well, I keep pulling the same card. Imagination, baby. So Jessica, tap into your imagination. It is a superpower for you. You are super creative, and it is our portal to our intuition. So allow that wisdom to flow through you into your heart and amplify it out, as well as ground it into the earth. And trust that a fleeting thought, a fleeting image, words that kind of happen in your mind's eye or ear, that's real. Don't chalk things off to imagination, because that's how spirit connects with us. That's how our guidance comes through us. And that is the portal to all realms. So is your heart. So heart and imagination is the key. So play in the fields of imagination. It's also the power tool for manifesting. And so it's imagining what it would be like. Okay? All right. Blessings. Come back again next time. Have questions. Okay. Joe. Who else? Byrne Brock. In England. Allow. So that goes back to allowing your heart to be open, allowing the good stuff in, allowing the resistance to fall away, allowing the fortresses to fall away, allowing the fending off program to fall away. Allow the good stuff in, allow love in, allow yourself to believe it's possible that you'll be reconnecting with your grandchildren. Look at how precious they are in that profile pic. Super precious. Okay, Austin, ask a question, man. Come on. All right. Laughter. I think I pulled laughter for Austin before. What was that about? I don't know. Is he a comedian? No. Does he need to laugh at his own antics? I get a yes. So something you need to lighten up about, but it's more about having fun. Is it about having fun with his process? Yes. So whatever you're working through, find a way to either laugh at yourself or laugh at the circumstances. The sooner we can laugh at ourselves, laugh at what's happening, the sooner it's going to shift and flow into something more wonderful. Is this a key for something you're creating? Yes. Is this a key for creating your future? Yes. Is this a key for something you're creating in your business? Yes. So laughter, use laughter. Is it the central core? No, but it is about lightening up. It is about seeing the humor, getting amused, finding the lightness of it, finding the entertainment value or factor. Okay, let me know if that meant anything. Burn. Shelley. Okay. All right. So I don't think, did Shelley ask questions later? Grandchildren. I'll see if I'll take a stab at the love thing. Past, current, future. Okay. Is love available to Shelley? Yes. Is it in her vicinity now? Yes. Is it somebody that she knows? No. Ooh. So if you're with somebody, take this with a grain of salt. But if do the open to what I'm saying. Okay, so someone coming in, yes, are they coming in days, weeks, months? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 months. And so is this marriage material? Yes. Is this highest choice for marriage? No. Is the person whose highest choice for marriage someone you already know? No. Is the highest choice for marriage someone you'll marry in your old age? Yes. So you'll have 2 rounds of big love in your life. Yes. Okay, cool. Will you marry the one coming in 6 months? That gets a yes. All right. Expectancy is the card I pulled for you. So get into expectancy of love coming in, of you having that love in your life, of that you are queued up for love, that you are not going to be left out of the party, that true love is yours to claim. All right. Expectancy. All right. Okay, Rachel. Openness. See, I'm pulling the same cards again, even though I'm shuffling. Weird. I mean, it happens every time. You all must have a theme going on. So openness. Aw. Be open with your mom, like lovingly open. Is it about getting validation? It's really not. So try more about expressing your heartfelt love, appreciation. You can express regrets and remorse, but make sure it's more about missing what could have been and wanting to have, experience that connection now. Or so openness, gentle openness. It's not like in your face confrontation. It's like heart open sharing. See if you guys can play in the fields of good memories. How many, funny memories can you conjure up? How many overcoming, like what have we overcome in our lives together? How far have we come? Those kinds of conversations. All right. So, Michelle, intimacy. Ooh. All right. I'll dive into that a little bit. Is this about with self? Is this about with another? Is it someone you're with? Yes. Is it about your own intimacy with them? Yes. Is it guidance to amp it up? That gets a yes. It's like you're afraid to move forward. Is moving forward your highest choice? It really is. So if you want more information on that, drop a question in on Messenger and I'll address it next week. All right, let's see what else. All right. Thank you guys for joining me, you newbies here. Love of love. Oh, Nikki gets a card. Let's see what we get for Nikki. Air. So air, the element of air, earth, air, fire, water, air. Also breathe. Prana. Also vagus nerve breath or vagus nerve massage, I would say, too. I'm looking this up. Give yourself time to take in the breath of life. Stop and smell the roses. Air is the breath of spirit, and you're tapping into the power of your past lives of, a relative, as a relative of yourself. Good deep breath. Give you the courage and strength to go forward. Allow creative thoughts to form, flow, expose them to air, encourage them out in the open. So speaking up or speaking out, or play in the fields of channeling verbally. Do you need to lighten up? Are you taking yourself in life too seriously? Do you need to give yourself some space? Are you too flighty or spacey? Do you need to be more grounded? So get in your body, stay in your body. Ask your nanny, I think that was Nanny Haiti, had to anchor you into your body sternly and warriorly. All right. Take a deep breath and move forward. Step out of confusion and into understanding. Leave the past behind and be in the now. There's that. So there's the benefit of me pulling a card I don't know the message for. So, so Barbara, I'm going to pull a card for you, my girl. Water. Water to me is emotions. It's also another element, and it also is about cleansing and purifying. It can also represent tears, so let yourself cry if you have some stress or pent-up frustration or fear. It's a powerful card. Be fluid in your thoughts. If you channel it in a positive direction. All right. A good cry might be what you need. Purify. Look for energy leaks. That can also, especially if like your plumbing is leaking, or if you're knocking over water, if you're spilling things, that usually represents to me, emotions overflowing, energy leaking by, where certain chakras, or by overgiving, or not decording, or not sealing your aura, doing energy hygiene. We got such high-level people here today. Remain sound and confident. Check for energy leaks. Spirit is calling you to interact in some way with water. Swim, go to the lake or ocean. I'll take that. You're in the desert, I think. Even a relaxing bath or shower can clear your mind and be rejuvenating. Connect with the healing touch of spirit, the spirit of water. All right, who else? Clara. Education. I actually pulled 2 cards, and reach for the stars, baby. So Clara, reach for the stars. Reach for the stars in your heart. Reach for the stars in your relationship. And then education. So is that about her needing an education? No, educating her husband about what you really meant. Is that also educating others? No, getting an education yourself. No, it's more about sharing more information with your husband about maybe feelings. That gets a yes. But then, like with your hubby, share some hopes, fear, and fears. Reach for the stars with your hubby. That would be really good. All right. Oh. Code. Okay, so Barbara is also suggesting for people with codependency, trauma patterns from childhood, people pleasing, all that. CODA, it's an AA type group for codependent adults. So yeah, that's another powerful recommendation. Thank you for dropping that in, my friend. I'm getting yeses on that, Rachel. Seems like she's sticking around. Although I'm getting a throat chakra issue. This is something I need to say. She needs to say. Mom needs to speak up about something. Mom needs to voice something. Kind of like a swan song, where she needs to engage, bring forth something from her life that, so like I'm hearing swan song. Pardon me. Will it be speaking? Yes. Singing? No. Words? Yes. Speaking out. All right. Okay, you can't work with him, but you can educate him to look into his own past lives where he needs to heal his own connection with darkness, from his own, like we all experience the full spectrum of souls experiences on life. We're expanding creation, and that is through having life experiences from all facets along the spectrum. So educate him about cleaning up his own past lives and closing portals to them, and you closing portals. Okay. So these are very long shares. I will love to address this. Maybe it's to Nikki. Bosch Bashar is sharing a lot of information. So, or is this a troll? Yes, these are trolls. Okay, so the game is over, and know that Bosch Bashar, people who troll on other people's sites, I think you've heard the term karma. And you don't know this about me, but I do space clearing. So think about what I'm working with. Have a nice day. Don't come back. You hear? Okay, Fred. Cool. Healing. I'm on the lookout for clues and insights to answer your question on professional readings. Not doing it yet. Okay. Buying more equipment. Okay, cool. We will promote you when it's time. Yes. Me, please. Thank you. Yes. Me, please. You already got a card. In fact, did you get two? No, you got one. I'll give you another. Power. Ooh, that is right in alignment with that reading. So openness and power, love. Claim it. Love, love, love. Okay, you guys. Thank you for joining me. I'm so happy you're here. I have to let Carl know that he missed his troll slaying opportunity. So claim your own psychic abilities. Look out for traps. Traps like trolls. Trapping along in somebody else's turf. Lacking integrity. You really don't want to take advice from people lacking in integrity. All right. Much love. Thank you for being here. Drop your questions in Messenger on Intuition Matters Unveiled. IMU. I'm missing my magic wand. I'm going to zap that troll with this magic wand. All right. Happy week. May your journey be blessed in all ways. Thank you. Oh, we got some. Oh my gosh, we've got some flying cranes going over, you guys. How cool. Look that up. Have a lovely week. Thanks for joining me. Tell all your friends. Like, love, thumbs up, share. Watch the video again and again and again. Love, love, love. Subscribe. Thank you. Blessings.